Hey guys, it is Brido here. Welcome back to our Liverpool Career Mode series. This is episode 37, and in today's episode we're going to start off with probably the most important game of this whole series. This is against Barcelona in the round of 16, Champions League Leg 2. We lost the first game 3-2 against Barcelona at home. You guys saw that 2 episodes ago. Very tight game, very intense game. The goal of that one, give Barcelona as little opportunities as possible. Go away with that one, maybe 0-0 would have been the best scenario. And pretty much everything blew up. It just became an absolute crazy game. We got 2 goals out of that game, held the lead twice, but unfortunately, as you guys saw, we lost the game 3-2, and we're going into this game behind the 8 ball now because they've got 3 away goals, which means at the very least we need to score 2 goals in this game. Anything else is unacceptable because we will not be able to make it through, and we have to keep Barcelona to 0. So in all likelihood, we're probably going to have to score 3 in this game because it's going to be very hard to keep them, off the scoreboard. And you can see there, they start off very strong in this game. They have most of the possession, and Messi gets a great opportunity there. And Lionel's just able to put that one wide, but we're not able to keep it off for very long as PK off the header gets that one in the net. It is 1-0 in this game, 4-2 on aggregate, and Barcelona is very much in the driver's seat now. And as that goal went in, our mentality had to change. We had to go, if we're going to get into this one, if we're going to have any chance of moving on to the quarterfinals, we need to score goals, and plenty of them. So, in a weird way, we were playing a strong defensive game with some small chances going our favor. That worked in ways in the first game, but really the possession was completely in their hands. That wasn't going to do now, and we really had to put the offensive pressure on, so the game turned into kind of a firefight as we tried to get as many chances going their way, and we actually started turning the tables a little bit. And Luis Suarez with a goal there gets us back into this one. At least it is 1-1, and we are only back by a goal. Still need those 2 goals, though, if we're going to move on to the quarterfinals, at least at this point. But yeah, we were trying to get those chances, and we actually did get a couple good ones there. And Luis Suarez, that was a little bit of a lucky one because I really felt like that shot was going to be blocked. Ended up getting that one in, and we're at least going into the half with a 1-1 scoreline here. You can still see from the match details that they are controlling the possession, 62%. But, at least we got a couple shots off, and after that early kind of flurry from them, we kind of kept them down to less chances, and that was a good thing. But, can't keep Messi from scoring, and that comes back to bite us as we give him just a little bit of space there, and he's able to capitalize, get the goal, and is now 2-1 Barcelona. And we could still get away with that 3 goals if we can get the 2 more, but really it is in a precarious situation right now, and our hopes are pretty much dashed at this point. You can see the clock escalates pretty quickly here. Messi with the shot there, and in the 90th minute we probably get the best chance of the second half as Gerrard is able to spin in turn, take the shot just wide. The game does end though, guys, and we are out of the Champions League, unfortunately. It is a tough fate to be handed, but going up against Barcelona, arguably the best team in the world, we tried our best, got into a little bit of a firefight, which we shouldn't have done, and in the end, they come away the winners, the victors, and we are now out of the one of the 3 possible goals that we're trying to shoot for at the end of the season. As you remember, our board wanted us to do the treble, win a domestic cup, win the league, and win the Champions League. We can no longer win the Champions League as we're now out of that, so we really have to turn our focus to the FA Cup specifically, and also the league, and try and do the best we can in those in order to hopefully move on and continue our job and not lose it. I don't think we have to worry too much about that happening, though, as I think that's a worst case scenario if we lose all 3 options. But with that said, we really want to focus on the FA Cup, win the domestic cup there, because if we can do that, there's at least one of the 3 in the bag. And at the same time, if we can win the league, that's going to be something that I doubt they would fire us just for missing out on the Champions League like we did. And even then, though, if we get like second, I think that's going to be a big benefactor into them saying, hey, you were that close to doing it. We'll give you another shot for at least another season, because we want to keep this going, and I want to continue playing as Liverpool for as long as I can until FIFA 14 comes out. And with that said, too, I also want to touch on the fact that I'm going to be doing more episodes than just once a week. I said I was going to be doing once a week, but I really appreciate how much you guys still enjoy watching this series. It's been 37 episodes. That's quite a bit of episodes, and you guys still come out to watch the new uploads, and that's absolutely awesome that you guys do that. And I want to, continue to give you guys the content that you guys enjoy. So I'm going to try and do episodes every 3 to 4 days instead of every 7 days. And, there's going to be times I'm going to be kind of bogged down by work and school that I might not be able to get that every single week. But I'm going to really try and, upload a little bit more. And just the differences between me now and me back in the fall. I had a lot more time on my hands previously, and now there's a lot more things that, care for my attention. So it's one of those situations that, this is the most I can really do. But I'm really going to try and do as much as I can, so expect to see this series 2 times a week, 3 to 4 days is my goal, and then every once in a while, maybe if I've got exams at a certain point, or, workload's a little high, I might have to say, hey guys, just hold on a day or two, I'll have it up. But besides from that, expect to see Liverpool a little bit more on the channel, roughly 2 episodes per week, along with some other content, getting a little bit more action there too. But let's jump back into the game here, as we got our game against Stoke City in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup. Here we actually get an absolute gift in the 33rd minute. The ball drops to Lewis Holtby. He puts that one in the net. A gift from the Stoke defender as he just hands that one to him, and no way he's missing that. So we get the 1-0 lead at the 34-minute mark there. Overall, a good feeling to get the first goal, as we were playing very well in the first half, and continually we kept it going. Zaha here with the chance. Not that strong of a shot though. Begovic kind of parries it wide, and we get the corner off it though. Shot 7-1 as you can see there, as the half is about to come to a close. Would have been nice to get another one there, but it's a good start for us, and as we were starting a strong lineup, it was kind of what we were expecting to. Wanted to at least get to the semis, and this puts us in a good position going into the second half. Match facts kind of tell the story of the first half as well. As you can see, we had 7 shots, 58%. Good healthy numbers for us there, and starting the second half, no changes, just trying to keep the strong squad that's out there going, and hopefully hold on to that 1-0 lead. Kitely there with a chance for Stoke, and the biggest chance of the half comes right here as Peter Crouch able to do a little bit of turn, beats me on defense, but misses an absolute beauty of a chance for Stoke there, and they're going to pay for that, as their chance for the rest of the half really are limited, as we kind of took that and went, okay, we need to focus, we need to get our opportunities going and hopefully pad the lead. And we bring on Merkel there for Allen, trying to switch things up and continue the chances going our way here. In the 72nd minute here, Suarez tries to cut in, takes a shot just wide, nearly a goal there for us. And 81st minute, a little bit of a bumbling from Begovic. As the ball falls to Merkel, he tries to volley that one in, but just over the goal there, unfortunately. And as the game shuts down, there's one more chance for Stoke to see if they can get something to go. They get the free kick not too far out, but they're able to really not make much of that. Just skies it over the net. And that is the end of the game, guys. We win 1-0, and we are going on to the semis. So continuing on the road to potential cup victory there. We got to keep that going, as I said. And we'll move on now to one more game in this episode against Sunderland. You can see also, though, before we get to that, the stats from the other games in the quarters. You can see here that Southampton tied with Spurs. They'll be most likely figuring that one out, not right now, but in a little bit. And you can see West Brom versus Newcastle in their tie, and Chelsea beating Swansea there. So it'll be interesting to see who we have to play in the semis, but most likely we're going to have a tough opposition out of those sides. You got to expect that there's going to be a real tough game there to get to the final. Here you can see Greg Woolard, though, sending us a scouting report for his trip to the USA. Most of the players just not really notable, but except for Robbie O'Brien, a 15-year-old with a lot of potential. And look at that potential overall. If that is as high as it could be, that would be absolutely amazing. I thought about, continuing to scout him, but I thought, you know what? This is a chance we could get a really good guy here, and we'll take the chance that maybe he doesn't work out. It's definitely worth the money to see if that happens or not. But with that said, too, I thought, okay, we haven't really got that second scout yet, and we have the money to spend, so let's go do it. I've been waiting on a full 5-star scout, but Nathan Robinson looked like a good pickup there at a very solid price. Actually, I expected it to maybe be a little bit more, but you know what? We got the money to spend, so let's do it. We signed him up, and we're going to send him, stay in England. Actually, he's not going to really have to go that far. 9 months there. Hopefully, he can bring some homegrown talent to Liverpool. That'd be great to see a young English player through the squad. But after that, we moved on to our international friendlies, one against Spain and once against Paraguay. Not playing these games as of yet, as I said before. We'll be waiting until either the group stage of a big tournament to start that up again, or, if there's a tournament that we just get into right away, that's when you'll start to see us playing as our national squad once again. While the international simming's going on, I want to give a quick plug to something new that I've just started up on the channel called Checkpoint Achieved. It's a brand new gaming podcast I'm doing with some friends where we talk about big industry news each week, along with our own gaming experiences and what type of stuff we're getting into currently. It's pretty much just a gaming podcast, but we talk about a bunch of different stuff too. So if you enjoy listening to podcasts, give it a look, as it's something that we're just starting up right now, trying to spread the word on it, and really appreciate it if you guys, either tell a friend that you think might be interested, or give it a look yourself. And I won't talk about it anymore on the Liverpool series, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up about what that's about, because you'll start to see some videos on there. So yeah, if you get the chance, please give it some love. And also, if you don't like watching the video version, there will be an audio version up on iTunes soon, along with on checkpointachieved.com, which is a site that we're just setting up specifically for that now, along with some cool blogs that will be up there too. So yeah, if you get the time, check that out. If you're interested, check that out. But if not, it's totally cool as well. We'll jump back into the game here though. Against Sunderland, the last game of this episode, and in the Premier League, the one game that we got that is actually a league game. And this one, pretty important for us because we've kind of gone away from that. We've been playing Champions League, been playing the FA Cup, but right now we're in the position that we are in the Champions League spots, but we're in a really heated race to see if we can get to that title. And any wins we can get right now are very important for us. And Sunderland's definitely a team that we can probably capitalize on. Early on here, you can see that we get 2 chances off the post, and very unlucky there. Thought that was going to go in. I thought the second one, I was like, that's a perfect chance. That one's going in too. Both of them are not able to find the back of the net, though, unfortunately. But we really do keep up the pace, though, and we continue to get some chances against Sunderland. They do get one here, but Leno kind of flying out of the net. A little bit of a karate kick there. I wanted to show that because it was pretty funny. But in the 20th minute, though, some classic Steven Gerrard. He's come down the wing. I really didn't think he had a chance to put that one away, though, but he finds a side netting and gets a really great goal there. And really just showing the fact that even though he is getting a little bit older, he still has a lot of game left in him. And, he's going to play a very key role for us still. He will regress over time, but it's more going to be his acceleration and whatnot. His actual ability to score amazing goals is not going to pass. And it's going to be kind of a fun thing to see his, kind of aging on the team, as obviously he's not going to be as great of a player. He's going to play more of a supporting role, but it's still going to be really cool to see him pop in games maybe a couple years down the road and still have a big impact, and we can still say, yep, Steven Gerrard still got it. So it'll be interesting to see that transformation for him. And we go into the second half here, guys. We're up 2-0. A very, overall pretty solid game thus far. We weren't really controlling that much of the possession, but we were capitalizing on their chances and keeping Sunderland down from really getting any great ones for themselves. And continuing in the second half, we continue to try and get our own opportunities here. A really great opportunity for Zaha. He's just not able to get that much power on it, and kind of stutters on the shot as well. He could have come in, had an open wing there, but not able to do that. And we continue to get a nice opportunity off the corner here. Really actually solid corner from Merkel there, but kind of stuttered right to, I guess that was Skirtle's head, and he wasn't able to kind of put some motion into it and really direct it to the net, which led to just, being skied over the net. Here's probably the best chance, though, that Sunderland had in the whole game, as Gardner there kind of comes in, tries to slide that one in, not able to do it, though, and Suarez in the 86th minute tries to really put the icing on the cake. After shaking out the defender, he was in just a little bit too close, so not able to get that one over Begovic, and the score is still 2-0. But that's not that bad. We're really, the one thing that we're trying to get out of these games is just trying to pad the goal differential, because we are a little bit behind teams like Spurs, Manchester United, and I guess Chelsea as well for the goal differential. So we don't want it to fall to a case where we have tie points at the end of the season and don't win the title or win, get to that second position because of the fact that we just don't have the higher goal differential. So especially in these upcoming games, we're going to play a very solid, defensive game trying to shut teams down. But when we get the opportunities to, I'm going to try and see if we can get a goal instead of just sitting back at the end of the game. The last chance of the game falls, and a really great, toe save, you can even call it, by Bernd Leno there, as he just stretches the leg out, gets a nice one there, and one more chance, it just goes wide. That is the end of the game, though, guys. We win 2-0. A nice win for us there, 3 points for us, and that is the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for another one, as I said, in the next 3 or 4 days or so. I'll get that up, and as we get closer to the end of the season, you guys will see us get down to the nitty-gritty, and hopefully we'll be able to pull some magic off in the FA Cup and in the league. Thanks again for watching, guys, and stay tuned in the future. Cheers.
Wanderers won. And let's take a look at what those results mean to the league table. At the top of the table remain Tottenham Hotspur with 61 points. In second, Manchester United with 61 points, but only behind on goal difference. In third, Chelsea with 59 points. In fourth, Liverpool with 58 points. In fifth, Manchester City with 49 points. In sixth, Queen's Park Rangers with 46 points. In seventh, Everton with 45 points. In eighth, Arsenal with 42 points. Bottom of the table, Reading with 17 points. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Bolton Wanderers with 22 points, with a game in hand on the team above. Third bottom, Wolverhampton Wanderers with 24 points, but only behind on goal difference. Fourth bottom, Fulham with 24 points, with a game in hand on the team above. Fifth bottom, Blackburn Rovers with 25 points.